Hey, Alicia. Look like you the first one in. You might well go on and like the live and thumbs up in the comments. Hey, Ashley. Look at hi, Neil. I see you guys are making it in. Yes, don't forget to thumbs up the live. Look, okay, Ashley. not, not you was zooming over here. Hey, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Yes, yes. Making sure everybody getting their notification. Come on in. Come on in. Yes, y'all are in here. Yes. Right. Yeah. Look at them. Yes, I'm here, you guys. So you know when you come in, you got to thumbs up the live. So I can see how many of y'all in here. Um, hey everybody. Come on in. Hey Miss Mobley. Not you overslept. It's okay. We'll do plenty more movie nights. Hey everybody. So while we wait, you know when y'all come in, thumbs up the live. And while we wait, we got a little horror trivia going. Y'all ready for some horror trivia? Uh, oh my goodness, Ashley. You are driving ass, honey. Tell Big Teddy I said hey. Oh my goodness. Yes, you made it on time. Don't forget to thumbs up the live, you guys. Um, yeah. So I'm only gonna do two stories tonight, y'all. It really took a lot of me to get up and do the stories tonight. Uh, you so silly. Don't call. You better gotta read. Gotta read. Yeah. I was gonna do more tonight. But it's today is my mom's birthday, and y'all know my mom passed last year, so yeah, it been hitting me hard today, y'all. So I had to push myself to get on here and do these for y'all. So I'm gonna do it though, cause I can't leave y'all hanging. So yeah. Yeah, you made another live. Nah, I'm gonna be here for y'all. Thank you. Like boy, it took a lot, boy. This first year having to deal with it seemed like Mother's Day, all of it was just hard. It's hard. So yeah, I'm gonna do these. I got these two for y'all tonight. I'm not gonna let that discourage me or keep me from being my happy silly self. So yeah. Um thank you, Trinity, Tarver, and just to let y'all know, I do have a lot of members that are joining, but I have more stories than I have members, so I'm deciding to use the people like Trinity Tarver, people that do the superstar stickers. I'm gonna start using you guys' names as well because I have way more stories than fans. So, uh, yeah. But to change the subject, yeah, we can do some horror trivia. Y'all down for some horror trivia? Hey Amber. Hey everybody. Aileen, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying, y'all. My mind is all over the place. But yeah. So to start this horror trivia, don't forget when you come in, thumbs up the live. Yeah. So the first horror trivia question is, what was the name of the drug used to kill the aliens in the faculty? I know, Aileen. That's why I'm trying to hold. I'm trying to hold back all that right now. Yeah, I don't want to do all that right now. I don't want y'all to be all sad and stuff. So, hey, Athens, I see y'all coming in. Oh, twin, you ain't never seen the faculty with Usher. What? Nope, it was not no Adderall brick. No, Bree. What no damn Adderall. The movie The Faculty. Y'all ain't never seen The Faculty. That is a throwback. Ah, yeah, no. No, it was not a good. No. I cannot believe y'all ain't seen that movie. Yes, with Usher in it. Y'all ain't seen The Faculty? Thank you, Lanier. I greatly appreciate it, sweetie. Your name will also go in the story time because I'm making it official that I'm gonna use the people who do star stickers names as well because I got more stories than fans and members at this time. So yeah. No, it was not Pepsi. Oh my god. Okay. So the answer is scat. If you remember the movie, the boy used to mix that shit up and he would have it in an ink pen and he sold it in school in an ink pen. I guess it was like powder or something. And all the kids used to buy it, but apparently it killed the aliens because it dried them out. Yes, scat was the name of what they used. Now I see like, oh yeah. Yes, that's what they used to kill the aliens in the movie The Faculty. Okay. Yeah, he was mixing it up in his garage, remember? Okay, so all y'all ain't never seen that movie before. You should try to look it up. I mean, it's a good little horror movie. It ain't a lot of scares. It ain't all it ain't like that, but it's a good one. Damn, you couldn't find it? Wow. Okay, the next one. What was Sydney's dad name in Scream? Mm, 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 mm. And don't be cheating. Don't be asking Google, everybody, world greatest. Not Mr. Prescott. Nope. What was his first name? Not Dad. I can't with y'all. Yes, I watched that movie, girl. It was so good. Yes, Kim. It was a good one. Yes, y'all welcome. Let me see. Oh, what little welcome new members. Reese got her emojis in story time. Um, yeah. Trying to keep my mind on things. Okay, y'all ready for the next one? No, his name was Neil. Jay had it right. His name was Neil Prescott. Yes, that was his name. Welcome, Jakia. I was wondering if you was gonna show up. I just been sitting back home. No, none of the essence. Quad, you supposed to be a horror movie fanatic. Okay, look, don't forget when you come into the live, thumbs up the live. Oh, look, I was technically right. Yeah, you said Mr. Prescott. Everybody would have been right if they said that. Okay, here we go. In the movie From Dusk Till Dawn, what was the name of the bar that the main characters go to? Yes, you made story time. I start at 8:10. I'm giving everybody time to get in and thumbs up the live. Oh, thank you, Miss Molly. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Thank you so much for the donations. I greatly appreciate it, Miss Molly Green. Oh, goodness. And then welcome our new member, Miss Lanier. Y'all welcome Lanier. That's our new family member. Y'all welcome her into the LLF family. Welcome Lanier. You'll have your own personal message from me on the community board welcoming you personally. So y'all ain't got down to yet. Nope, no. What, Amber, what the hell is tit, girl? Okay, okay. So Amber's technically right. Is titty Titty? She put Tiddy. That is some Atlanta shit. Titty, yes. So yes, Titty Twister was the answer. That was the name of the bar that they went to. And Dust Till Dawn. I hope everybody done seen Dust Till Dawn. If you ain't seen Dust Till Dawn, I'm finna be very upset. I'm gonna be very upset. And y'all supposed to be hard moving for that. So I'm about to be very upset. Oh my goodness. Yes. So we're welcoming our new members. Thank you for the donations. I greatly appreciate it, you guys. I needed y'all got tonight, boy. I need to keep my mind on things, so I need y'all tonight. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna get these two stores in for y'all, and then I'm gonna throw back some alcohol. I think that's the solution for what I'm going through right now. Uh, I'm not gonna be upset. Yes, you just made story time. Okay, here we go. So okay, so my mom passed last year, and today's her birthday, so I'm dealing with that, and it's been really, really hard today. And I was like this close to canceling the live because I really just wasn't feeling, mine was very well upset and sad and shit. So, but I decided I was gonna push through because the fam is looking for me to be here, and I'll be here for the fam. So I'm pushing all that out just so I can focus on y'all. I know, right? Not some Paul. Now I got some Paul. God damn that Paul. Told that Paul make you want to fight, girl. You better put that shit down. Okay. So the names that I'm using tonight for the story is Miss Reese Cook will be in tonight's story. Thank you guys. I greatly appreciate the condolences and love and stuff, man. Cause boy, y'all are keeping my mind off this shit. Yeah. Miss Reese Cook, Miss Annette Santiago, and Denise, aka Adderwild. Okay, I see Tara F. Tara F. So when I get off this live, can you put down a name you want me to use for you? Because I've had a lot of names for like people, but I want to use your names, not the screen names. But yeah. So Miss Reese Cook, I see you down there. Yes, you'll be in the story tonight. Annette will be in the story tonight. And yeah, and Denise. So I hope you guys are all in there. Don't do that because I'm trying not to. So that's the only reason. I know, right? So no, you're not late. I'm just about to start the story. And then on the second story, I'm going to be using Amber D, Sharika Pitts, Jakia Ball, and Sasha Love No Mo. I'm froze. Can you guys see me? Am I froze? Because I keep seeing somebody say I'm froze. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Molly. I greatly appreciate it. Um, okay, so Kim is on. You can find Kim on Facebook. Rebecca, she's also probably in here. You can find her on Facebook though, and you can also reach out to her on Instagram. But on Facebook, her name is like Kim Thompson. She is in here, and you should be able to reach out to her because she can definitely help with the strange things you got going on in your house. Not Denise, your middle name too. But Denise, I'm using, yeah, there she is. Kimberly's there. Kimberly, you have a relative, Rebecca Cameron, that needs to reach out to you. So you guys need to link up. She's in here, Rebecca, so you should be able to link up with her. Before I start the story, I need y'all to thumbs up the live and turn your lights out. Oh, I'm using your name, Momo. I want your name for some creepy shit. Okay, look at this. Y'all in the dark. I hope y'all in the dark. Okay, so here we go. First story gonna be kind of long, y'all. I got you though, Momo. I don't forget nobody. Please believe y'all wouldn't even believe how far I go to keep up with everybody I'm putting in stories, so I won't keep fucking up stories. Cause boy, it's a bunch of y'all. I'm show y'all how far I go just to keep up with everybody that had a story. I'm gonna show you this shit. How serious it is. Cause I don't want to forget nobody. So I go through all my I went through all my members. I'm gonna start getting my superstar sticker people and adding them to the list. But just to show y'all how I, how I yeah, keep up with everybody on them stories. So I have to keep me a whole fucking list of everybody's name, put done by the people that already had stories done about them. This is this is how I keep up with you guys. Just this is how I keep up with you guys. Jersey, oh yo, I sent you your personal. It's on the page. It's on the page. It's on the page. I promise you, it's on the page. I remember putting it on there. It's on the page. Your personal is on there, but you're gonna get your story time too. I'm gonna give you story time. It's most definitely gonna happen. I'm getting to everybody. It's just today I wasn't gonna do like I was gonna do 3 or 4, but today I got overwhelmed and it was just I can only do 2 for y'all just to just to stay strong and keep this straight. I'm doing 2 for y'all tonight. But see, and that's the thing. I put it like that so I won't forget nobody, so I won't leave nobody out. So that's how I keep up with it. Yeah. Okay. So the first story is gonna involve Reese Cook, Annette Santiago, and Denise, aka Idlewild. I hope you guys are in here, and I hope you guys like the story that I put you guys in. Thank you, D. So Reese's the mom, and thank you, Bree. Your name will also be placed in a story because I need as many people I can get. Okay. Reese, Reese and her kids, Annette. Y'all welcome. Yep, y'all welcome, Brian. Reese and her kids, Annette and Denise, moved into a house in a Lake Lanier neighborhood in the area due to her and her husband getting a divorce and him taking pretty much the house from her. So she really had nowhere to go. She had to move on short notice, and she ended up finding a pretty decent house in the Lake Lanier area. Now, when she got there, she said, the house was gorgeous. It's like tri-level home. When you go out the back door, it's like the lake is right there. She couldn't believe how beautiful the area was and the house, and it was just vacant like that. Thank you, Tara. Thank you so much. Yeah. So she just couldn't believe how beautiful this house was, and it got a whole lake in the backyard, and this house is vacant. But she didn't worry about it. Did your name pop up green? No, it don't pop up green, Quan. Yeah, so she didn't, she just like, this house is beautiful. She didn't understand why it was vacant, but it was like, hey, short notice. I didn't have nowhere to go. My husband didn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much took the house from me and my kids. So I got to take the house. So she gets the house. Her and her kids move into the house. Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome. So basically, she moved to the Lake Lanier area from the Sugarloaf area. If you know Atlanta, you know what Sugarloaf is. So she basically moved from the Sugarloaf area, and went through this divorce, and the husband pretty much took everything from her ass. So when she moved into this house, first thing she did was put up. She had cameras installed. She had cameras installed on the inside of the house and outside of the house because she worried about her ex stalking, showing up, watching the house, all kind of crazy shit like this. Because apparently, he was the controlling type, and she said she was done with the controlling. So he would show up to her job and, harass her and stuff like that. So she got cameras put up on the outside of her house and the inside of her house because she didn't feel safe. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know where she was, but just in case, and he did find out where she was. She would have proof that he came to her house. He ain't supposed to be around her, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So, yeah. So the first night they was, the first couple nights they was in the house, everything was cool. Everything was pretty much fine. She would sit out on the porch and stare at the lake and, what I'm saying, just chill. Pretty much. She enjoyed the fact that it was just her and her kids. She didn't have to deal with him. She could do her, not have to ask nobody permission, not have to worry about nobody flipping out on her because she chose to walk outside barefoot instead of putting on slippers or some crazy shit like that. So she was really enjoying the area, the peace and quiet. The kids was, enjoying the area. So she really felt like she made a good decision with the house. She like, I did good, everything was cool. So things, Reese started noticing things going on when her daughters would come to her with little shit. Like Annette came to her one day, and well, Annette came in the house one day, and she said the way the house was made up, when you walk through the front door, this was like the living room. You could see straight through the living room to the kitchen, basically the stove. You could see straight through. It's like a doorway. You could just see straight through. So she was like, Annette said she came home one day. She looked into the kitchen, seen Reese in the kitchen. She smelled food cooking. So she rushed upstairs, got out of her school clothes, put her regular clothes on, and sprinted downstairs to get some of whatever the fuck Reese is cooking. To get downstairs and see no food on the fucking stove. No smell of food no more. So she looking around for Reese, looking for her mama. And when she get downstairs, Denise comes in the house from school. And she like, have you seen mom? She like, yeah. Mom's outside. She said, come help her with the groceries. So Annette goes outside and she was like, I was only upstairs for a second. If you was gonna go somewhere, why didn't you invite me? And Reese's like, why should I have to invite you? Why should I have to come up to the school and get you out early to invite you to go with me? And Annette's like, no, I'm talking about you was just in the house and then you just left and you went to go get groceries and you didn't even invite me to go with you and you knew I was here. And Reese's like, baby, I just got home. I got off work, went straight to the grocery store, came here. I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't been at this house. And she was arguing with Reese, like, yes, you were. You was in the house. And Reese was like, no, I wasn't. I have not been home. This is my first time coming home. Your sister just seen me pull up when she got off the school bus. So Annette got pissed off because she thought her mom was fucking with her. And she grabbed the little groceries and went in the house with a little attitude like kids do when they don't get their damn way when they upset. So she goes on in the house. Reese didn't think too much of the shit. She was just like, okay, whatever. And she left the shit alone. So, sorry, y'all. So, couple times after that, little stuff like that would happen. Shit would move in the house that's not supposed to move in the house. I would sit my keys down here. They would end up there. I would turn the light off here. It'll end up back on. I would close the door. That'll end up open. So shit was going on like that, but it never really fucked with Reese like that. So one night, Reese says she wakes up to Denise trying to get out the house. So she goes downstairs because she hears the door. So she goes downstairs and Denise is downstairs trying to get out the back door. And she like, what are you doing? And Denise is like, the kids outside. The kids want me to come outside and play because they just moved into this house not too long ago. So they really don't know the kids like that. So it's kids outside telling her to come outside and play. And her mom was like, there's no kids out there. Reese's like, there's no kids out there. It is too late for any kids to be outside. She's like, mama, it's kids outside. They want me to come play. So Reese opened up the back door and her and Reese step out on the back porch. They don't see any kids out there. She said, see, ain't no children out here. It's too late for any kids to be outside. Come on, let's go back in the house. So they go back in the house and she put her in the bed. Now, a couple nights after that, she started noticing Denise sleepwalking to the back door. Like she would get downstairs and Denise would be trying to get the door open, but Reese had been noticing Denise trying to get out the back door. So she put locks on the door, but she put them up so high that, the little girl can't, and Denise can't reach the little slat to push it over to get herself out, especially when she sleep. You know what I'm saying? So she would catch her some nights at the back door trying to get out, but she would be asleep. And stuff like that was going on. And Reese was just like, this shit just ain't making no sense. So now she thinking, maybe the fact that me and my husband divorced, the way the shit went down, maybe it's affecting the kids. So she got therapists for both the kids. For them to talk to therapists about what was going on and their feelings and everything like that. And, nothing was coming of that. Like, it's not like the therapist was coming back and telling her, well, your child said this and this. It was nothing like out of the ordinary. It was just, the therapist told her it was just kids going through the way they go through things. Don't worry about it. Just give her space, give her time. She'll be okay. Okay. So that's what Reese did. She kept the therapy sessions going on, but she just didn't, come to the kids about everything. Why you looking like that? What's wrong with you? You got an attitude. She didn't bother them as much as she should or would have because the therapist told her not to. So a few weeks go by, and Reese come downstairs to the back door being open. And she looks out the door and she hears a splash. So she runs down there thinking the niece ass to jump in this water. She runs down, and when she gets like right at the fucking tip of the water and finna go in, Annette is at the back door. Like, Mom, what are you doing? And she like, your sister's in the water. She's like, no, she's upstairs. So Reese looked back at the water, and she's looking around, and the water looked calm. Not as if somebody just jumped in it. It just looks calm. So she's like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, she's upstairs. So Reese comes back in the house. She checks, looks around, checks, and her daughter is, hey, Eva. Her daughter is in the bed, just like Annette said. So little shit like that kept going on. But, Reese never really made nothing of it. So when she got, she came on back in the house and everything. Next day, shit get real bad. That's when shit starts to pop off. Annette comes home from school. She's at home by herself. Reese's not there. She comes home and, she goes upstairs, change her clothes. She said while she was in a room, changing her clothes, she heard running and laughing inside the house. So she thought maybe Denise had got home from school. So she goes around checking the house. Denise, I don't want to play hide and seek. Come on out. You got to do your homework, change school clothes like Mama said. But all she hearing is laughing and running. She don't see Denise. She's like, Denise, come out. Would you quit before we get in trouble? Come home or come on and do your homework. Take your school clothes off. Nothing. She don't hear shit. So, she keep looking around for her. She can't find her. The door swings open. Denise comes in the house. What the fuck? Weren't you just running around in here? And Denise is looking at her head like, no, I wasn't. I just walked through the door. And she's like, no. And she's looking around the house. She's like, no, you was just running through here. She's like, no, I wasn't. In the process of them arguing about this shit, Reese walking the house like, what are y'all arguing about? What is going on now? She's playing pranks on me, Mama. She came in the house. She was running through the house. She tried to scare me. And Denise is the whole time like, I just walked through the door. I swear I have not been in his house. I just walked through the door. Like I didn't do nothing. Okay, well, y'all go change clothes. They go change clothes. Denise goes upstairs and change clothes, and she hears these damn children again. So she creeps downstairs out the back door. Denise them is like looking for her. Reese is looking for her, and she can't find her. So when she go outside, she sees Denise standing at the edge of the lake talking. Like she's talking to somebody, but there's nobody standing in front of her. She's just talking. And she's just having like this long conversation like, yeah, I'm 8, I go to this school. I got a lot of friends. She just talking. And Reese is looking at her ass like, who are you talking to? And she's like, the kids. These are the kids I told you. You don't see them? And Reese like, come on in the house, baby. It's time for dinner. Just come on in. Tell your friends you got to go eat dinner. Come on in the house. Okay. So she tell her friend she got to go on in the house. Reese watch her ass through the window like, is she really talking to somebody? Because Reese can't believe the shit. She can't believe the shit, y'all. I mean, no, she didn't. No, she didn't forget. So after Denise come to the house, Reese tell her, she pulled to the side. She say, look, I understand up your little friends and everything, but I don't want you playing near the lake. Don't go near the lake. You can't swim. I prefer you not playing around the lake. And, Denise is like, but my friends play around the lake. And she's like, no, I don't give a damn. You can't swim, so you don't need to play around the lake. Little girl got mad. She didn't give a shit. She got mad. But she swore that the kids was out there, and they was out there playing at the lake. So Okay, cool. Let me get to so one night Denise get up sleepwalking again and Reese catch her. So Reese get downstairs and she grabs Denise arm and she tell her, you can't go outside. You need to turn around and go back. And Denise turns around and look at her and then she looks back at the door. So she's like, Denise, you need to go to bed, like right now. And Denise turns around and look at her and she was like, my name's not Denise. My name is Abigail. Abigail? Okay. And Abigail turned back towards the door and she starts to walk towards the door again. So Denise jumps in front of the door. She like, look, you cannot leave. You need to get off in front of the door. And the little girl say her name was not Denise. She said it again. My name is not Denise. It wasn't even Denise's voice. She said, my name is not Denise. My name is Abigail Reed. And my family is out there and I need to bring them home. This is what this goddamn voice said through this little girl's mouth. She swore it was not Denise's voice. After Abigail said that, all of a sudden Denise collapsed to the floor. Reese jumps and grabs her. Like, what the hell is going on? She grabs her, takes her to the car. She tells Annette, I'll be back. I'm going to take your sister to the doctor. I don't know what's going on with her. Something's wrong. So she leaves Annette because Annette like 15. She leaves Annette at home, tell her lock the doors, put the alarm on, there's cameras, don't worry about nothing. She leaves and take the baby to the hospital. So Annette is in the house, doing what she normally does, and then she starts to hear this, no, REID. And then she starts to hear this running, the kids running and playing in the house again. So it scares the shit out of her, but she gets up, open the door, and she could just hear the running, but she can't see the kids. And it's not like they running past her door. They like downstairs. So she goes out and she goes downstairs. And as she goes downstairs, the lights go out in the house. So instantly she's scared as shit. So she runs to the front door when the lights go out. She is pulled by the ankle before she gets to the door. She is pulled by the ankle to the basement. The door closes and locks. Annette beats and beats and beats and scratch and scream for hours. Do y'all hear me? For hours before Reese got back with Denise. And when she gets back with Denise, it's like, and it was on her last beating of the damn door. She was like, help, help. Like she was all out of breath. She had beat the door till she couldn't beat the door no goddamn more. She was just, so Reese hears it and Reese runs to the door and she opened the door and Annette just falls out in the goddamn floor. She picks Annette up to get her out of the doorway so she can close the door. Reese said when she looks down the stairs, she sees eyes in the dark. Eyes. Not one set, not two set, a bunch of fucking eyes in the dark at the bottom of the stairs looking at her. She just slams the fucking door, grabs Annette, take her and Denise upstairs. They run upstairs to Reese's room and they close the door and lock it. The lights are now going on and off in the goddamn house. Everything is turning on and off. The TVs, everything. You can hear the kids running around the house. You can hear them giggling, footsteps, all that shit. So Reese decides, we got to get the fuck out of this house. So she tell Annette, Annette is up at this point. She's like, Annette, look, when I open this fucking door, we got to run straight for the front door and get the fuck out of this house. She looks at Denise. She said, Denise, do you hear me? When I open this door, you run your ass and you keep up and you run straight out of this house with us. She said, I'm going to hold your hand to keep up with you, but you best to run. Okay, lights are still flashing on and off. You can still hear the running and the giggling of the children and shit. Reese snatches the fucking door open and she takes off. They hit the first set of stairs. They take off down the motherfucker, get to the second set of stairs, and they get to the front door, and Denise's ass is snatched out of her hands by her feet, drugged. So Reese and Annette is now chasing Denise's ass through this house while she is screaming for help. This baby is on her stomach, being pulled by something you can't even fucking see. And she is being pulled around this goddamn house. They are chasing her. The baby is pulled out the back fucking door. Yes, and down into the goddamn lake. They watched Denise get pulled into the fucking lake. So instantly, Reese and Annette run straight out there because they know Denise cannot fucking swim. So they run straight out there into the fucking water to get to Denise. When Annette gets in the water, Annette is instantly, when she gets to a certain part of the water, she is instantly starting to be pulled down. Reese said all she could see was when she looked up, she swam out to where she was seeing, bubbles and shit coming from. So she said she heard Annette screaming. When she looked up, Annette, she could see hands pulling Annette. She could see Annette trying to pull shit off of her. She looks over and she sees Denise. Denise is surrounded by children in a circle in the fucking water. And she is sitting in the fucking water as if she's treading the water. This is coming from a child that cannot fucking swim. She is in this goddamn water sitting up looking right at her mama. So Reese swims over, and she said when she gets over to where Annette is, it feels like a fucking tornado under the water. Its body swimming all into them like people are swimming with their fucking eyes closed under the water. She is being pulled on. Annette is being pulled on. She grabs Annette by her shirt and yanks Annette and tells Annette to just kick at whatever the fuck is grabbing her. Just kick. So she is pulling the net. She can feel body swimming into her body. Like people are just bumping into her all under the water. She is just trying to get her baby out of this goddamn hurricane of dead people that is grabbing all on this girl. She can see hands all in her baby face, pulling her baby hair. She just had to get to her ass. She got her, pulled her out of that shit, and they both start to go for Denise, who is still sitting in this water. But now the fucking 8, 9 little kids that was around her, no. Now we looking at like 25, 30 motherfucking children around her, and they surrounding her like, I wish you would. I wish you would bring your ass over here and act like you want to touch her. They was looking right at Annette and them ass, and Annette and them is just standing there like they froze. They can't go no further because they don't know what's going to happen if they try to go any further. So Reese is screaming, Denise, please come here. Please. She is begging Denise, please come to me. And Denise looked her square off in the face and she says, my name is not Denise. Baby, please come to me, Denise. And again, the voice say, my name is not Denise. She said, this is my family. I just want to bring my family home. That's exactly what the voice said. So Reese said, okay, you can bring your family home. I don't care. Just give me my child. We will leave and y'all can have whatever the fuck y'all want to have. I don't care. Y'all can have this shit. Like, just give me my baby. You can have a house. You can have a car. You can have all that shit. Just give me my baby and we will gladly get the fuck up out of your neighborhood ASAP. And the voice said, no, that's not what I want. So Reese like, what the fuck do you want? I just want my baby, bitch. Like, what do you want? You want money? Like, what do you want? And she was like, you can't take her. She's a part of my family now. And she was talking about Denise. She like, you can't take her. She's a part of us. You cannot take her. So Reese like, that's my child. I want my child. So she told her, she said, you cannot take her. She is a part of my family. And she told Reese, she said, we won't bother you. Just don't take her because she's a part of my family. And Reese had to basically promise whatever the fuck was inside of her daughter that she would not move and she would not leave that house and she would stay there with them kids because Denise is now a part of that family. Them spirits feel very drawn to Denise ass for some strange reason, and now she's a part of the family. So Reese decided she would tell the spirit or whatever the fuck that was in her daughter, fine, you got a deal. We won't move. And y'all can't bother us. Y'all can't just pop up, scare the shit out of us. Y'all can't do none of that. Like, we won't move. We'll stay here, but y'all can't do none of that. And the spirit, looked at Denise, looked at Reese, and Reese was like, I swear. And she put her hand up. She said, I swear we won't leave. And then all the kids that was around Denise started to sink into the water at the same time, real slow. And then, like, Denise just do one of these, and all of a sudden now she drowning in the fucking water because she cannot swim. So now she in the water about to drown and shit. Reese and Annette trying to get to her, and out of nowhere this baby comes up out the fucking water like she is like up out of the water, like the water is waist high on her now, and she is being floated along with Reese and Annette. They are all being pushed out of this water. Reese said it felt like a bunch of hands was on their body, holding them up and pushing them towards the shore. All three of them. And when they got close to the shore, They didn't feel the hands no more. They was able to get up out the fucking water. Like Denise was coughing up water and shit. They, helped her out, but then, they turned around, they looked at the water, and you can see way more than 30 fucking children in the water. You can see probably 70 to 80 people just in this fucking water staring at them. And Reese said, as much as that shit creeped her the fuck out, she did not feel scared. She like, I didn't feel like they was gonna attack me or anything like that. She was like, I did not feel scared at that point. And Denise was saying that she like, that's her family. Denise was like, that's my family. That's our family right there. Like, she was so convinced, like, that's our family. And they went on, in the house. And from that day forward, she still have little shit that happen at her house, but it don't bother her. She said sometimes she will hear running in and out her house, even when her kids aren't there, but it don't scare her because she know they're not there to scare her. She says she still have stuff being moved around in her house. But she just feel like it's the kids being kids, and she says she have to say things like, can you guys please put my keys back, in order to find her keys. So it's like they live in that house together. She talks to them when she need her shit. If she knows she set her keys in the ashtray by the front door and she get ready to go and the keys ain't there by the ashtray and she know her kids didn't move, she be like, kids, can you please just put my keys back? And she'll walk around the house looking for the key. By the time she get back to the front door, the keys are in the ashtray. And little shit like that goes on in her house. She says, she said her husband found out like 3 years ago. He found out where she was living. And he came to her house and knocked on her front door. She said she wasn't home and her kids wasn't home, but she looked at her video camera and she was talking to him through the video camera, trying to say things like, that person don't live here and stuff like that. And he was like, I hired a private investigator and I know, she lives here with my kids. And she said she seen on her video his ass look, she said his face went pale. Like, she don't know what happened. She just know his face went pale. And he backed up from the house. And she said he ain't never been back to the house again. She don't know what happened to his ass. She couldn't see what he saw. All she could see was him standing in front of the camera and his eyes getting big and his face go pale. And he damn near flipped down the steps backwards trying to get the fuck away from the house. So I don't know what he saw. She don't know what he saw. Whatever he saw kept his ass from coming back because he ain't been back over there to fuck with her. He ain't been back over there to check and see if his kids in that house. He ain't been over there. He ain't sent no more private investigators that way. None of that shit. She said, so she feels protected by the spirits of the land. And because she did her research after all that stuff went down, she found out how Lake Lanier became Lake Lanier. And she just like, I feel like they protect me because like they said, we're part of the family. And she's been in that house, y'all, for 15 years. She never moved. Kids moved out, but she never moved. And she said, to be honest, she told me the spirits keep her company now. She said sometimes she'll hear the kids running through the house and she'll just be like, I'm trying to watch TV. Can you guys stop? And the running will just stop. Like, she likes the house. She enjoys the house. She feels like because she know the truth and the spirits know she know the truth or something, she made a deal she wouldn't leave. So, and she's been in that house for a total of 15 years, guys. I asked her, was she ever looking forward to moving out of it? She said she's going to die in that house. She said, because that's where her family is. So, yeah, she hasn't moved out of that house. And she's never going to move out of that house. And her daughters, when they come over and they bring their kids, they kids can see these spirits. They kids talk about people that they see, and they don't get upset with them. They don't be like, no, that's not real. They don't do all that. They'll just be like, what do he look like? And then when they describe, it's like, oh, I remember seeing him when I was little too. So it's really like these spirits are part of the family, and that's why she ain't trying to leave, or she's not trying to get them to leave. She ain't trying to bless the house. None of that. They feel like family. The kids feel like they real people. Like, they don't run and be like, oh my God, there's something in there. No, they come right in there and be like, Mom, Abigail's in the room. Like, I'm gonna go tell Abigail I say hi. That's how they deal with it. So She said she still feel like family. Denise says she still feel like family. They feel like family with them, and she said nothing bad has ever happened to them in that house. She said there has been two big storms that came into that neighborhood since their mom and them lived in that house, and the houses on each side of them had trees to fall in on them, and their house has never been hit. Their house has never had a flood when other houses have had floods. She feels protected. She's not leaving. She loves her house and everything that comes with it. So, I mean, if they can run to the store and give me cigarettes and shit when I need it, then hey, keep them in the house. But I mean, so yeah, that was their story. Uh, I hope you guys liked it, Reese. Reese, Idlewild, and Annette. I hope you guys liked it. Um, yeah, she's still in that house to this day, y'all. To this day, and she loves it. It's so funny. She loves the house. Like I asked her, I was like, "Are you thinking about moving since the girls are grown up?" She's like, "No, no." She's like, "We're family here. We all family here." So, hey, uh, I don't have a Facebook page. I should do that, huh? Probably. I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, yeah. I hope you guys liked it. They're protecting her. They said she's family. They said they family. So, hey, they protecting them, keeping them safe. Them kids ain't never been sick. Them kids ain't never had a cold. Nothing. Nothing. Them kids have always been protected, and they feel like their children protected. So, like, y'all probably won't believe me because I didn't believe it when she told it to me. But Denise said one day her 1 year old was coming down the stairs and she was coming down backwards because she didn't really know how to go down the steps yet. Said her baby was coming down backwards. She said her baby tried to stand up on the stairs and almost fell backwards, and she watched her baby get caught by nothing before she fell and stood straight back up on the stairs in that house. Said her baby was supposed to fall down them steps backwards, but it didn't. She said she watched her baby like defy gravity. Like the baby body went like this, and it was in mid-air, suspended in mid-air backwards like that, and was brought back up. So they feel like, they protected. That's family to them. So, you know, yeah, yeah, they saved them, and they protected the mama from her abusive ass ex-husband. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know what it is. I guess when they got inside that baby, you know, they felt like home. So, yeah, them kids, yeah, he ever show up again, they gonna do something to that ass. I think that was a warning the first time. She said she don't know what happened to him. She just seen his face literally turn white, and he started to reach back to like get the hell on away from the door and stuff. She was like, I don't know what he saw, but he's never been back. So she feels protected. She said she ain't got to worry about the police or nothing. She said we don't even have to buy no guns in this house, cause whoever come off in here gonna wish they hadn't. I said, you know what? I sure believe that too. I sure believe that too. Anybody try to break in, well, you ain't got no idea what your ass finna run into breaking into that house. What? And the ghost is in there being security guards? Oh yeah. Yeah. That ass either going to jail or to the crazy hospital. Cause they nobody gonna believe that story when the police show up. You gonna be begging the police to get your ass. Save me, sir, please. Please save me, sir. Like, no. Yeah. So yes, y'all gotta like the live. Please don't forget to like the live if you're just coming in. I'm gonna start the next story at 8:55, which is 5 minutes from now. So while we wait, I'm giving everybody time to go get them something else to drink, go refill their glasses, go get whatever they need, use the bathroom, all that good stuff. Yes, because the next story is about to start. But I'm gonna go ahead and ask y'all some trivia again while we're waiting. Haha. Y'all ready? Okay. Lake Lanier. Oh, y'all playing the Lake Lanier shot game. I ain't know y'all playing the Lake Lanier shot game. I would have been killing y'all with the Lake Lanier. So if you're new to the family and you don't know what the Lake Lanier shot game is, the Lake Lanier family has a shot game that they do. Every time I say Lake Lanier, you're supposed to take a shot. So if you want to join in on the family game, if you ain't got to work tomorrow, yeah. So y'all might want to go ahead and get in on the Lake Lanier game with the fam. Yeah, you're gonna get drunk because I say Lake Lanier as many times as possible. So yeah. This is the second story I'm about to do, but I'm giving everybody time to refill their cups before the Lake Lanier story start. Okay. So here we go. Your trivia question. What what kind of dog was Cujo? Yes, y'all will get shorts soon. Y'all get. I'm trying to get it all together for y'all. Shirts. Yes, I'm trying to get it all together by next week. I should have my printing press machine, and y'all should be looking forward to the merch to hit soon. And we can get the Lake Lanier family shirts together. So it looks like I got Bull Massive. That's wrong. Cane Corsa. That's wrong. Golden Retriever. That's wrong. Rottweiler's wrong. And I see the right answer. So Quan said Saint Bernard. That was the right answer. Now I know that one. You should know that one. Cujo was a beast. So yeah. Not Maltese. No, Aileen, that was not a Maltese. Okay. Y'all. Now I'm getting old, man. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're as young as you feel. Okay, y'all, next question is what kind of doll did Charles Lee Ray possess? What kind of doll was it? Oh, okay. The books. You got to see that shit. You got to see that shit in person on the video. Oh, my goodness. Yes, you guys are right. It was a good guy doll. Yes. Let me go fly by out of that. Okay, yes, you are right. Bernard. Saint Bernard. This is about my dad. My dad's name was Bernard too. He passed last year too. He passed at the beginning of the year. My mama passed at the end of the year. COVID and all that stuff. So yeah. Okay. So, y'all think y'all good, huh? I got one for y'all, and you cannot Google the answer for this one. What was Michael Myers' niece name? Bust your head with that shit. What was Michael Myers' niece name? Yep, you know they cheating. Anybody give me the answer to that is clearly cheating. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess we all cheating tonight. I guess we all cheating tonight, I guess. Yeah. So the answer is Jamie Lloyd. Not Google ain't working anyway. uh, how did we highlight what names? It's the what do you mean? I don't understand how we highlight what names. Y'all did cheat. Y'all know y'all cheated. Y'all know y'all cheated. Stop lying. You can't figure out how to add the names. Y'all help Aileen out. Cause she trying to add somebody. No, I thought that was my sis. All right, so it's 8:55. Thumbs up in the live. If you ain't already thumbs up the live, and give me a thumbs up in the chat if you have your lights off and you're ready. Okay. Yes, I just wanted to let all the the new members that joined tonight, as well as the superstar stickers people, I will be putting y'all names in stories. They will be coming soon. Please believe. I want to show my appreciation to all you guys, so I'm gonna do that. Look to my, I ain't doing lights off tonight. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Why y'all keeping the lights on? Y'all some punks. So I'm keeping the lights on tonight. I can't with y'all. Okay. Okay. So the next story involves, y'all ready? Amber D, Sharika Pitts, Jakia Ball, and Sasha Love No More. Thank you, Corn. Turn them off. Yes, Monica, you are right. Good guy, good guy, dog. Is any of those women in here? Amber D, Sharika Pitts, Jakia Ball, and Sasha Love No More. Amber's in here. See your story, boo. Hurry up, go use the bathroom right quick. But just see, I told you that was that little spare 5 minutes before. Look, Jakia's in here. This is your story, boo. Oh yes. I was looking for, let's see, Sharika Pitts and Sasha Love No More. Those two are also in the story with you guys. Right, roll call. Oh man. Okay, so y'all, we gotta send prayers up for one of our cousins. We gotta send prayers up. He was in a 18-wheeler accident, so we gotta send prayers up. Y'all already know how we do it. Our condolences, bro. We're gonna send prayers up for you. See, we got you, fam. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. See all the love, man. That's fam right there all day. Oh, goodness. Okay, y'all. But just as you back from the bathroom, girl, because you might be a part of the replay game with this one. I told you. I'm trying to get some drinks in me, too. Okay. So, I know I've never explained this late Lanier legend before on my page. But thank you, Molly. But there is another legend of late Lanier. But it's in this story. I'm gonna let you know because the girls who told me this story reminded me of that story. But that story ain't as creepy as all the rest of them from late Lanier, so I guess that's why I never like put that one out there. But yeah. So if you're just coming in, thumbs up the live. And we're about to go ahead and get started with this next Lake Lanier story. Okay, and they got those 4 women that I called. Here we go. So all 4 of those women went to school at Birmingham University. So that's basically like a university up there in Gainesville, okay? And when they got up there, because they went for Georgia, so they came down here to go to their university. And when they got here, they was told the story of the student that came to the university and never left. Now it is a story about that, but it's a lot of speculations on how the end of the story was. But I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. Okay, so the legend goes, it was a girl named Agnes that went to this university. Right, she was like this star student when it came to music. She loved music and she played the piano. You know what I'm saying? So she loved playing music and the piano. And apparently, the story goes that she came to the university and she fell in love with her music teacher. She was in love, infatuated with this man. She fell in love with him. And, you know, everybody had to leave for winter break. And when she got back from winter break, she found out that he had got engaged over winter break. So when she found it out, this is where the story get kind of confusing. When she found it out, some people say she hung herself from a chandelier in her bedroom. Others say she hung herself from a diving board in the college. And then others say she drowned. So it's a lot of speculation on how she actually died. But all we do know for sure is She was in love with her music teacher at this college, and he got engaged over the winter break. And when she got back and found out that he was engaged, she killed herself. Okay, so this is the story that the people tell Amber and Sharika and Jakia and Sasha when they get there, because they all coming from the same state, decide they're gonna go there. So you fine. Sorry, they're gonna go there, and they all sat down and heard the story. Okay. Nobody believe this shit. It's supposed to happen in the early 1900s, but that was the story. In the early 1900s, she fell in love with her professor, found out he had he got married, he got engaged, and she decided to kill herself. They don't know exactly where she killed herself. All they know for sure is she killed herself because, you know, um, I don't think that's relevant, but just I don't think that matters. All that matters is this young lady took her life because she was in love with her music teacher. Okay, so that was the story that they told y'all. Well, Amber and them when they got to the college, but Amber and them didn't believe that shit because they come from, a town where it's plenty of ghost stories and they know that shit ain't real, rumors and all that stuff. So nobody really worried about that shit. So they the word was that she went back to her room and she hung herself from the chandelier with a rope. And then the other part was she hung herself on a diving board with a rope. You know what I'm saying? So I can't with you, Majestic. I can't with you. So they said she went back to her room. She slid her dresser under her chandelier. She stood up on the chandelier. She took a rope, hung it from the chandelier, jumped off the dresser, unalived herself. That was the story. So when the girls get in, they end up in this dorm called Wilkes dorm when they get there. Apparently, Wilkes dorm is the same dorm that Agnes ass was residing in back in the early 1900s. Okay, so they get there, they get their room, and all four of them is in the room together. Huge fucking room, so all four of them is in the room together, and shit started seeming kind of weird, but not really. Like one night, Amber got up and decided she wanted to get something to eat, because they was watching a movie in the common room, her and all the rest of the girls that live in this dorm were watching movies and shit. So Amber decided she wanted to get her something to eat. She was hungry. So she gets up, she go get something to eat. It was late, you know what I'm saying? And she come back, and as she's coming back to the dorm, she hears what she says is the most beautiful music in the world. So she hears it coming from the auditorium. She goes over to the auditorium to try to open the door to, try to go in and see who's playing this music, but the door was locked. So she knocks on the door and the music stops. So she stands back and she waits for a while, thinking maybe somebody, whoever playing the piano, is trying to get up, walk through the auditorium, come all the way out to the door to see, So she stood there for a while waiting to see who would come out. Nobody came out. So she goes back to the dorms where everybody else at, goes into the room, and she like, man, I just heard the most beautiful music coming from the auditorium, but I don't know who was playing it because when I tried to get in, the door was locked, and when I knocked, the person stopped. So one of the other girls in the dorm that's been living there was joking. She was just like, girl, that's Agnes, right? So, of course, Amber and Sharika and all look at each other like, look, honey, we come from a town where people talk all that shit too about ghosts. We understand. Ain't no fucking ghosts here, okay? So they're like, okay, well, you ain't gotta believe us, but, Agnes has been known to make an appearance and do a whole concert in the auditorium, and when the security comes to the school and go to the auditorium and try to see who in there, ain't nobody in there. So we always assumed it was Agnes in there playing the music. So, of course, they looking at each other like, yeah, whatever. Okay, whatever. So they went on, Amber sat down. She gave everybody their food and everything. And, they was sitting down eating. And Sharika went to go get in the shower. So she's in the shower all by herself because all the rest of the girls is watching movies. So she in the shower and she starts to hear crying, like a girl crying. So she's like, hello? And don't nobody say nothing, but they keep crying. And she's like, is somebody in here? And don't nobody say nothing. They just keep crying. So she turns the shower off. And when she turns the shower off, the crying stops. So she's looking around. She don't see nobody in the other stalls. She comes out in her towel, goes to the common room, and she like, okay, so who the fuck was in the bathroom doing all that punk? Who's crying? Who's upset? And everybody in the goddamn common room eating like, what are you talking about? She was like, somebody was just in there crying in the bathroom with me. Who the hell is in the bathroom crying? All the girls are laughing about that shit. I told you it was Agnes. Like, go on and quit playing, man. Find y'all something else to do. I'm for real. Who was in the bathroom? Because y'all play too much. Why would you be in there doing all that? And y'all keep telling all these stupid stories. And, you know, every girl in there was like, ain't nobody been in the bathroom. We all been sitting here eating, watching the movie. So she looks over at, at Amber. And Amber's like, yeah, we all was here. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's moved. So So because she making such a big deal about this shit, Jaquil decide I'm gonna get up and go ahead and check the fucking bathroom because y'all tripping. It's not that fucking serious. All y'all do is go in there and see who in the damn bathroom. So Jaquil gets up, she goes into the bathroom, she's looking around in the bathroom, and she gets to the last stall and she see a girl like huddled down in the bathroom, showers running. This girl is fully dressed, and the shower's just running all over her, and she's just crying. So Jaquil like, hello, are you okay? And the girl stands up with her head still down. She walks right past Jaquil like she didn't even hear her, see her, none of that shit. So Jaquil is like, okay. She goes out into the hallway to the common room. She like, hey man, who the fuck is this chick that just walked out the goddamn bathroom like that? So everybody jumps up and they run into the damn hallway and they peek around the corner and they see what looked like to be a tall ass female with her clothes soaking wet, crying, walking down the hallway. And they are watching this bitch as she walked down the hallway, y'all. Like, everybody's in shock. They cannot believe this shit. Like, is this bitch really? And somebody in the back is like, I told y'all, that's Agnes, man. And the spirit walks on down the hallway, and then it turns and goes into a bedroom. So instantly, Jaquil's like, what's Sasha? Because she ain't going to believe this shit. And they like, Sasha went to the room to get a cover because she was cold. That thing just went in Sasha's room. So all the girls like, oh shit, they run down to Sasha's room because they seen Agnes walk her ass straight into Sasha's room. So they all run down there and they open the door. When they open the door, Sasha is in a corner crying, eyes wide open, staring up into the fucking ceiling, but her mouth is just dropped. And she's been staring like for so long. She got so many tears in her eye. Like if she was to blink right now, it'd be so much water to fall down her face. And she is just staring up like this. And all the girls is like, Sasha. And she's just staring up. And they all look up. And there's Agnes hanging from the fucking chandelier in the center of the room, y'all. No shit. Hanging from the goddamn chandelier in the center of the room. And while all these girls is looking at this bitch hanging from the ceiling, she turns her head and look at Sharika. She look at Sharika and it's like, okay, it's time to get the fuck on. It's time to go. So instantly, Jaquil runs over there, grabs Sasha's ass, and they run out and they run to the dorm supervisor because it's always like some person that lives there that's supposed to make sure everything is okay when they all have problems and shit. So they go to this person and they tell this person, hey, look, it was a bitch that hung herself in our room. It was a whole bitch hanging from the ceiling in our room. You need to come check this out. So she come down there with her damn flashlight, and all the other girls that live in the damn dorm is creeping up with her, and they go into the room, and there's nothing in the fucking room. So the lady's like, there's nothing here. And all the girls are standing there, not just Jaquil, Amber, and them. No, all the fucking girls that live in this goddamn dorm is like, no, it was a woman hanging from the fucking chandelier. We saw her hanging from the chandelier, and the supervisor took all of them into the common area, and she told them, calm down. It's okay, calm down. Because everybody's like, no, you don't fucking believe us, and we trying to test you like, no, I believe you, calm down. Calm down. So when everybody like calm down and settle down, she was like, you guys ain't heard the story of Agnes. Like, bitch, we've all heard the story of Agnes, but that shit ain't real. And the lady was like, that is a true story. Agnes really did kill herself. And, she's trying to get them. She's like, and Agnes lived in this dorm. She lived in Wilkes' dorm. You know what I'm saying? That's where you guys are. So, you're not the first group to come in and see Agnes roaming the halls. Like, this is what she do. She roams the hall. You just can't be afraid of her. Bitch. She roamed the hall to go hang herself in my room? What if I'm in there asleep or getting me some dick? And then all of a sudden, here this bitch come to hang herself. No, No, we're not doing that. Like, no, we're not doing that shit. So instantly, niggas was done. So Sasha was like, can we move rooms? We don't want to be in this room no more. Like, can we get us a different room? Cause this is crazy. Sure, I'll give you. I'll put y'all guys in another room. You know what I'm saying? Because all the girls have been telling them that the bitch hung herself in that room, and did nobody believe that shit until they actually seen this bitch hang herself in the room. So now Sasha, Amber, and Jakia is like, "Yep, check please. We want the fuck out. We don't want to be in this room no more." So the supervisor was like, "Okay, get y'all stuff. Come on, I'm gonna take y'all to another room." Sharika said, "No, I don't want another room." Sharika said, I want this room. I want to stay in this room. She's not going to scare me out of my room. When she said that, instantly, Amber and all them look at her ass like, bitch, is you for real? Yeah. She ain't even run me up out of this room. I'm staying in my motherfucking room. Like, period. You do that then. Good luck with that shit. Because Amber and Jakia and Sasha went and got them another room. They didn't want to be in that room no more. They said after they switched rooms, they really didn't see, Agnes as much as they would have had they been living in that goddamn room. But they said Sharika, on the other hand, started to change. They said they came to the university like this, thick as thieves. And then Sharika started to distance herself. They would try to talk to her in the hall. She would just walk right past them like she don't see them. They would try to knock on her the dorm room door to ask her if she want to come to the common area to watch movies with them. She wouldn't answer the door. She started isolating herself. They would find her in the hallway crying uncontrollably for no fucking reason. They would ask her what's wrong. She would just only get upset, go in her room, lock the door, wouldn't come out. They said she got very fucking aggressive and angry with all the men professors that she had. Every man professor that she had to deal with, she had an anger issue or aggression towards them, didn't want to fuck with them, get out of my face, I don't want to hear shit you got to say. Like, she was very angry, and the girls was just like, we came here best friends and we just don't understand, why she started acting like this, why she even wanted to stay in that fucking room. And they was like, she started, it got worse and worse and worse. She would be, crying. She would be hanging out in the auditorium crying for no reason. She would be depressed for no reason. Then her grades started to drop. She was arguing with every teacher, every male teacher she had. Her grades was declining so bad that they ended up kicking her ass out of school. So, of course, when they kicked her out of school, she went back home. Amber and Jakia and Sasha said they called. They tried calling her phone several times to check on her. Sometimes her phone would be on, sometimes it wouldn't be on. Amber said she called her parents to ask her parents how she had been doing and was she okay. And the parents was asking them what the fuck happened to her. Like, what happened to her when she got down there, because we don't know what the hell is wrong with her now. They like, she came home. They was happy to see her, even though she had got kicked out. They was happy to see her. She came in. She didn't want no hugs, no kisses, no highs. She walked right in the house, packed up everything that belonged to her in that fucking house, told her parents she was leaving. It wasn't nothing they can do about it, and she wasn't telling nobody where the fuck she was going. Mom said a whole Uber pulled up for her. She took her shit, got in the car, and they hadn't seen the girl in 3 months. Nobody has talked to her. Her parents wanted to know what happened down here in Atlanta. The reason, she came back acting like that, because her parents was like, this is not something, this is not how my child is. My child ain't like this. If my child is upset about something, she'll talk to me about it. But the fact this child is biting my head off, don't want to be around me, she's changing her appearance. They said she started wearing all this black, making her makeup really, really dark, and they said they hadn't heard from her in like 3 months. They hear about her, like people in the neighborhood would be like, oh, I seen your daughter such and such, and she look real bad, you know what I'm saying? But that's all, they really know. They said they tried reaching out to her. They tried, asking, is it drugs? And she's like, she not on no fucking drugs, and they don't know how to help her at this point. So her parents is like, she pride herself on them not knowing where she is. Every time they find out where she is, or somebody catch a glimpse of where she is, she'll up and get the fuck on. So her mom has not locked eyes and talked to her in like 3 months after she got kicked out, because all her friends was thinking like Amber done thought she just went back home. But apparently when Amber done called to check on her, she came there for that night after she got kicked out, got her shit and left. And they said Amber them said that after all that shit went down and her whole like vibe changed and like so quick, they went back over and asked the supervisor lady, has she been noticing, the supervisor dorm, has she been noticing any strange behavior with Sharika or anything like that? And she was like, she would notice Sharika would just come stand in the hallway and just stare for like hours on end for no reason. And she would ask her, is she okay? And she was like, Sharika would just turn around and walk into her room and lock the door. So she was like, they she didn't know. But it was enough. It was enough going on for that dorm supervisor to not put any more girls in that room. She did not get that room to nobody else. They actually put a whole fucking wall in front of that damn door to make that shit seem like it wasn't even a door there. They had to cover up their whole room because nobody can understand what happened to Sharika. Everybody that they talked to about her was saying, oh, she was this happy girl. She was really silly. She played pranks on people all the time. Bubbly personality. You would love to know her. And it's like she went from that to being an outcast, wearing black. Nobody being able to talk to her. She not being able to talk to nobody. Aggressive and anger towards men. And they said they haven't, after they talked to the parents, because the parents were so upset with them, they thought they had did something to her. The reason she was acting like that and the reason she, her grades started to decline so drastically out of nowhere. And yeah. So they didn't, they pretty much thought Amber them had something to do with it. Like Amber them was bullying her and made her, come back home or some shit like that. But they was telling like no, and they told the parents what happened about the room and them not wanting to be in the room and she wanting to be in the room, and the parents was just like, well, I mean, I don't think a room could change my child. But you ain't seen the rooms in Georgia, have you? You ain't seen the rooms in Georgia, have you? Gainesville, have you? Clearly you haven't, or else you wouldn't be saying some shit like that. But yeah, so her child, she hasn't seen her child in a while, and Amber hasn't talked to her. Jakia and them hasn't talked to her. They have had school reunions since this shit happened, and everybody was thinking maybe she'll show up at the reunion. She didn't show up at the reunion. None of that. It's okay. So I'm gonna spell it for you. It's BRENAU University, and it's in Gainesville. You can Google it because I know how y'all is. Y'all some fucking detectives. You can Google it. It'll surely pull up for you. Put in Agnes' name, and it'll surely pull up for you. So, yeah. Yeah. So pretty much they don't know what the fuck is going on with this girl. Her parents put APBs out on her before they reported her missing a couple times, but the police have always been able to find her. Like she'll always show up and they'll just reach out to the parents and be like, oh, she's not missing. We seen her down on such and such, but she's not missing. You know what I'm saying? So her parents know she's still alive. They said Amber said her parents, because she don't speak or show up and her parents can't make sure she okay, they like her parents put a fucking missing person report out on her ad like damn near every 6 months to a year just to make sure her ass is okay and still alive. Because the police will come back and be like, well, we seen her down on such and such and she's fine. She don't want to come home. Okay, cool. She's still breathing. And they have to do that like every 6 months to a year just to even figure out if she's okay. So, yeah, it's due. But, I mean, they do because her parents have called so many times. Parents are trying to get them to like lock her up just to get her off the streets because they don't know what she's doing. They feel like she into drugs because of the way she's acting, but Amber don't feel like it's because of drugs. Amber don't feel like it's because of drugs at all. But it's kind of hard to tell a parent, you remember when we went to school, remember when we went to college, your daughter got possessed. But anyway, we had a great time when we were down there. Like, no, that ain't something you just roll off at the dinner table on Thanksgiving or some shit like that. So, yeah, They still trying to, keep up with her and everything, but yeah, Agnes put her claws in that one. And the girl, all three of the girls, cause I did talk to Amber, I talked to Jakia, and I talked to Sasha Love, all those characters. I talked to all of them, and ain't none of them spoke to her. They don't know how to get in contact with her. They said she stopped all her social media shit. She don't have an Instagram. She don't have a Facebook. Nothing. Like, it's basically like this girl just done fell off the fucking face of the earth, and the only time we can find her is when we call the police and put a missing person out on her ass, and then they find her and they like, hey, yeah, that's the name of it. Alicia, that's the name of the university. So yeah. Mm-hmm. And you can actually do ghost tours. They'll actually take you into the fucking school and tell you that same shit on what happened to Agnes. Yeah, they'll take you to the auditorium, all that good shit. They take EVPs, all that shit, because they say that shit is going on up in there, like, for real. They said Agnes is still in that goddamn school. They still hear music playing in the auditorium. Still see her ass walking down the hallways. They do them tours up there, and people have brought their own like EVP recorders. People have caught pictures of shit. People have caught voices. That shit is still going on up there. So, yes, you can cut your light on now, okay? Yes, that shit is still going on up there, y'all. So please believe it is for real. It's probably like a good 45 minutes from Lake Lanier. But either way it go, it was like, this is the South. So, it's just a lot that happened here, period, anyway. So, it's just, then we had that big mill fire to go down over there by that college too. So it was just a lot. But yeah, her name sound like she would have done something like that. So silly. Yes, you guys. Y'all stupid. That tuition ain't high. Her tuition ain't high. She get that dorm for free. For free? Shit. She ain't gotta go nowhere. She can do whatever she wants. She can play pianos, whatever she feel like. She can take showers and walk up down the hallway naked and want nobody to do nothing. Just Lake Lanier all over the place. So yeah. Lake Lanier has a lot of different things, and that reach goes beyond just Lake Lanier. It ain't just Lake Lanier. That shit goes beyond. It's like the land itself is haunted. So yeah, but y'all can gladly Google that one, because I know y'all some motherfucking private detectives. So y'all can gladly Google about her at that university, and that story will pull up about Miss Agnes. And I might just go up there and take that little ghost tour just so we can see for ourselves. So we can go up there and record that shit and see if we can hear Miss Agnes playing the fucking music and stuff. Yeah, the school do look haunted, and they do the tours up there. So I might just go on up there for that tour, and we can walk around and find out how much other shit is haunted in Gainesville. Cause boy, they folk come out of there with real EVPs, y'all. Folk come out of there with pictures of shit that they know they didn't take pictures of. Like, they say it's one of the best ghost tours down here. So yeah, I might take that one just so we can hear the stories, the other stories that they got. Cause yeah, it's some more stories. Please believe it's some more stories. Look, don't you go over there. Okay, now we can make plans. I don't know. I guess when she looked at her, I don't know if they like locked souls or I don't know. But they said Sharika ain't never been the same. She ain't been the same since then, and can't nobody really find her ass unless they put an APB out on her. Like, this bitch got to steal your car for you to find out if she okay. So it's like, yes, officer. Sharika Pitts, yep, she jumped in my car, took my shit about 2 hours ago. Can y'all find her, please? And then they call you back and they be like, yeah, we found her, Miss Pitts. She was down in such and such, such and such. We got your car. You can come on and get it. Like, that's the only way you can find out your damn child is okay. That's crazy. So that's what they have to do. Right. It's a lot of deaths down here in Georgia. So a lot of shit happening down here. That's why it's so haunted. Like the whole west side, y'all won't even know it, but the whole west side sit on the cemetery. I'm talking about like some real poltergeist shit for real. The whole west side of Atlanta sits on a fucking cemetery. But that's a story for a different time. Okay. So Miss Amber D, Miss Sharika Pitts, Mr. Kia Bell, and Sasha Love No More. I hope you guys and love it. Right, really enjoyed you guys' story because I loved them. I love the stories. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the stories. Yeah. I know, right? I don't even bring home no guests. Bringing home uninvited people. I be standing at my front door like, bitch, where you going? No, 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 no. Visible or not, your ass cannot come here. Sweet tea, you in Northwest Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Yep. Cemetery. You in the West End, Lachey? Oh, man. Y'all should be okay. If y'all ain't seen shit by now, y'all should be all right. If y'all ain't seen that by now, y'all should be all right. I just know I'm seeing a lot of spirits over on the west side, especially in Westview Cemetery. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They are too restless over there. They walk around all day long over there. I was like, oh my goodness. I had to get my ass up out of there. That was just too much. It was like, oh, excuse me. Oh, no. Oh, excuse me. Baby, damn. Fuck around like that. Um, yeah, it's too much going on with these spirits. So yes, you guys. So for all of my new members that joined today, as well as my superstar stickers like Miss Molly and them, I will be adding you guys' names to a story. Please look forward to that. I do appreciate you guys spending time with me and taking my mind off everything that had me stressed out. Cause boy, it was a lot. But y'all kept me strong and made me laugh. So I appreciate y'all like so much. Um, right, scared cat. Oh my goodness! Not Agnes whispering in people's ears. Look, tell Agnes they her ass wherever she's at. So yes, you guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for taking my mind off my mom and everything that was going on, man. I really appreciate y'all. I needed y'all tonight, man. so um so the plan is member only movie night tomorrow night. So if you're a member, you will receive the invite. If you're not a member, then we do our member only we do our family movie nights on Saturday. Yvonne, give me a second. I'm gonna post it in the chat so you can see. So yes, on a member only movie night, I'm giving you guys the choice to pick the movie. So I'm gonna need some suggestions because if y'all leave it upon me, y'all already know how it's gonna go. So I'm giving y'all a chance to pick the movie. Um, yes, you gotta learn how to do Zoom. Download it on your phone, Magenta. It should be easy. All you gotta do is just hit join. Then you should be able to go right in. And you might have to watch the movie from your phone. I don't know how to do it on the TV. Tara, I got you. So I put the link in there so you can join Yvonne. So yes, for we're gonna do our members only movie night tomorrow. I'll be in a better space by tomorrow. I'll be on some silly happy shit tomorrow, y'all. So I'm gonna let you guys pick the movie. And then we have our family movie night on Saturdays. Story times will be going down again on Wednesday and Friday at 8 p.m. Standard Eastern Time. So we have a lot to do as a fam. So I'll be looking forward to doing that with you guys. I greatly appreciate, oh, yes, Fear Street. I love all three of those. I really appreciate you guys taking my mind off everything that was going on. Yet again, I want to welcome all my family members that joined the family today. I want to send condolences to all the family members that do need condolences. And I want to lift up all the family members that do need lifting up. So I love you guys. Please stay safe, y'all. Please stay safe. I can't lose nobody else, man. I need y'all to stay safe, stay prayed up. I love y'all. And no, you didn't buy the membership. Quan, you just put you just put a dot. You did a superstar sticker, like who that is. Dow 10, the Dow 10. Thank you so much, sweetie, for becoming a member. Y'all welcome that new member. No, Quan, you put like a superstar sticker up there. You gotta join. See, I just put it in the chat. You just click that. Because you remember you were telling me last week you had an issue with that. And I tried to show you how to do it. So now while the live is going on, click it before I get off the live, and then you won't be able to do it. See, and only Braille. See, that's what I'm talking about. So, only Braille, y'all had a family member to lose a family member, y'all. We gonna keep all our family members lifted up, y'all. We gonna pray for everybody. Make sure everybody stays safe. Condolences to all those that done lost somebody. Um, it's gonna be tough, but we gonna make it through it as a family. I'm here whenever y'all need me. I love y'all. If y'all ever need anything from me, just comment on one of these posts. It'll damn sure get to me. And I'll be here at the drop of a hat for you guys. So I love you guys. You guys have a good night. I hope I didn't get y'all too drunk. That wasn't my intentions, but I hope y'all got drunk enough for me. Because I couldn't drink during the live. But thank you. So I love you guys. You guys stay safe and have a good night. Peace and blessings, y'all.